This weather report brought to you by Shell V-Power. Fuel the feeling.
7 News is uniquely Adelaide. Always has been, always will be. We all live and work here. Live in Adelaide at 11:30 and 4. Live in Adelaide at 6.
Know Adelaide's news. 7 News with Jane Doyle.
Last year's devastating bushfires and the pandemic continue to reshape life on Kangaroo Island, with 2 key attractions now consolidating under one owner.
It's all part of a push to expand nature-based tourism at a time when much of the island's native fauna is trying to bounce back from disaster.
Tourists flock to Kangaroo Island because of its abundant wildlife. There's less of it now, with the loss of habitat for the island's glossy black cockatoos and much of the koala population wiped out. The ripple effect from a very stressful year prompted tourism pioneer Dave Irwin to sell his dream, Raptor Domain, one of the island's most popular attractions. For Dave Irwin, the many dramas of the past year have prompted a rethink about where to from here. But he is determined to ensure the long-term survival and success of 2 of the island's most iconic wildlife experiences. So he's now teaching new owners, Dana and Sam Mitchell, how to train raptors using drone technology. Their other business, the Kangaroo Island Wildlife Park, was lucky to survive the fires and then played a key role in rescuing and treating injured cuties like this guy. Now they're learning new skills like teaching Mac, a peregrine falcon, how to zero in on his prey.
Mac was found on the ground. He'd been fell out of his nest or kicked out of his nest. One of the things I may do when I retire is try and put up some more nest sites for these birds.
Dave and his wife Lisa have been rehabilitating injured birds and entertaining visitors for more than a decade now. But the fires took their toll, prompting several terrifying evacuations and ultimately a heart scare for this tourism pioneer.
So, you think about the things that are most precious to you in your life, and even though, Raptor Domain's very precious to me, of course, Dave's more.
But as part of the handover process, there's a need to hand over hard-won knowledge about exceptional birds like Mac.
When these birds drop into a stoop, they're pulling 400 clicks.
Sam and Dana are used to something a little slower. But whether it's sleepy joeys and koalas or bullet-like peregrine falcons, it's the wildlife experience that really matters.
To be able to get up close with that wildlife is really that experience people are looking for.
Things are slow at the moment, but eventually COVID has to disappear, or things have got to change, and tourism will bounce back, and it's actually a prime opportunity to expand while things are a little bit slower.
And Sam will build this up for sure.
Well, they've got 150 acres to work with on prime location. Probably this is one of the best locations on the island as far as tourism goes.
Yeah. Onward and upward, a bit like Mac.
Yeah.
Mac's in safe hands and keen to meet us all as part of a new chapter in KI's nature-based tourism story. Ron Candelar's 7 News.
Great stuff, and beautiful creatures, that little baby koala.
And I love Kangaroo Island.
Yeah,
it's a hidden secret. Get down there and support them. Time for the weather now. Gertie will kick off the working week with a little more rain.
We will, Smitho. Anywhere between 3 to 8 millimetres is possible, and the bulk of that shower activity is due around sunrise. No fog forecast tomorrow, though. Unlike this morning, this dash cam footage captured a rather eerie drive through Flagstaff Hill. Conditions gradually cleared there and in the hills. In the city, it dropped down to 12.1 degrees overnight. We hit a top of 19.3. Right now, it's just 14 in the city. And there was patchy fog quite widespread across the state today, with scattered showers over the southern agricultural area and the west coast. It reached 22 in Port Pirie, 18 in Nuriutpa. A cold front will trigger showers over the south of the state early tomorrow. A high will see warm, sunny conditions return midweek before another front hits Thursday afternoon. Interstate looking wet in Melbourne, 16's the top there. Sunny in Sydney, a lovely and warm 26, 25 for Perth, showers and 17 for Hobart. Partly cloudy across the state's far north, 23's the top for Coober Pedy, Roxby Downs and Maree. Further south, a high to very high chance of showers over most of the agricultural area. 15 is the top for Mount Gambier, 18 for Kingscote, 17 for Victor Harbour, 20 for Kadina and Renmark, 21 for Port Augusta, 20 for Whyalla and 19 for Port Lincoln. There's a gale force wind warning for the south central and southeast coasts, with strong winds tipped for these waters. In the city, down to 13 overnight, heading for a top of 19, with showers easing by early afternoon. A rough day on metro waters, nor'westerly winds will reach 30 knots, shifting south to southwesterly, then south to southeasterly, seas to 2.5 metres. Looking ahead, partly cloudy and 16 on Tuesday, 18 Wednesday after a crisp low of 5. Showers forecast Thursday, hovering in the high teens till this time next Sunday. So looking like a bit of a wintry day tomorrow, but then the sunshine will be back by midweek, guys.
Thanks so much, Gertie. And that's all the news to now. I'll have updates right throughout the evening.
From all the Adelaide 7 team, for now, it's good night.
Good night.